The Golden Kingdom that fell 1,000 years ago had been turned into an underground labyrinth. Whoever cleared it could claim all the treasure for themselves. Originally, the main character was just one step away from winning, but food shortages weakened him and he got overwhelmed fighting the red dragon. His sister tried to save him, but fell into the monster's jaws instead. In her final moment, she cast a teleport spell on everyone else, but she herself remained trapped deep in the labyrinth. When he woke up, Laios was back on the surface, since dying in the labyrinth did not mean permanent death. So, Laios decided to challenge the labyrinth again, kill the red dragon and bring his sister Farron back, but reality made that nearly impossible. Not only had he lost all his gear in the labyrinth, but 2 of his teammates quit and vanished without a trace, and re-entering the labyrinth required a ton of money, not just for hiring new allies, but also for enough food and supplies. Even if Laios sold all his equipment, it would not be nearly enough. If he waited too long, his sister could get digested by the monsters. The key to resurrection in the labyrinth was having an intact corpse. After thinking it over, Laios planned to let Marcel and Chilchuk leave the party, and use all the money from selling his gear to support himself going into the labyrinth alone, because this was all his fault to begin with. He could not drag his friends into danger again, but the labyrinth was never about brute force alone. To succeed, he needed a mage like Marcel for support, and a lock expert like Chilchuk to deal with all the hidden traps in the labyrinth. Marcel and Chilchuk chose not to leave, and instead offered to help rescue Farron. Laios had a bold idea to save time on resupplying. He planned to eat the monsters in the labyrinth. Since monsters could survive long-term in the labyrinth, that meant there was a complete ecosystem inside. In other words, humans could also survive using the labyrinth's resources. Though they had run into some monsters that looked edible before, but most of them were zombies, bugs and things like that. Marcel immediately shot down Laios' idea. If food poisoning left him unable to move and he died in the labyrinth, that would be even worse. While the 2 of them were arguing, several adventurers suddenly came running out of the labyrinth. Marcel could tell they were rookies, falling apart over monsters that week, clearly not cut out for adventuring. But then she turned and saw Laios holding a monster corpse, signaling they would try cooking this for lunch. Marcel was absolutely not having it.